Have you heard what's been going on with MJ Holdings and why everyone's freaking out about them? So, there's actually something else that's happened that no one's talked about yet that I'm going to bring to your attention today. That's much worse than them holding back product and selling at above MSRP under their subsidiary of, I believe it's GT Collectibles. But first, who is MJ Holdings? MJ Holdings is a distributor for Pokemon for their retail stores. Now, technically, it's not a distributor per se. They have a different technical name, but it's basically the same thing. They give stores the product from Pokemon. Now, everyone's freaking out because they've been caught holding back stock and reselling it under another business name instead of stocking stores. There's all these stores that don't have product yet MJ's Holdings selling online in mass quantities. And everyone's freaking out about it. But you should be freaking out much more about something else that they've done. It's been recent, it's been in the past, it's happened multiple times. But first, this has actually happened with other companies before. Not with Pokemon, but with Yu-Gi-Oh! So first, back in the day, Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be printed and distributed by Topps. Now, I say distributed, Topps was just the printer, and then it used other distributors like Southern Hobby, Peach State, etc. MJ Holdings was one of them. So Topps used to make the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards before Konami did, the original owners and now the printers of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, what was going on was Topps was taking product, selling it above MSRP to stores instead of selling it at the agreed upon rate between them and Konami. But they also did the other thing that's going on in Pokemon as well, which is they were selling and repackaging fake cards into their product. Now, this led to Konami trying to cut the contract from Topps and suing. Interestingly, Topps actually sued Konami back for cancellation and breach of contract. I believe in the US they didn't win, but in the UK they won a mass amount of money from them and was actually told, no, you have to continue on the print contract with them. Eventually, though, when it came time to renew, Konami, Yu-Gi-Oh! Decided not to renew the contract with Topps and instead started printing it themselves. How does that relate to Pokemon? Well, MJ Holdings has been accused multiple times of repackaging fake cards into their products that they give to stores as an official item. Now, with all this uproar going on with MJ Holdings selling items at MSRP, is this going to be the end of them? Now, this is a distributor, not the printer. It's much worse if a printer's doing that. That's something that's even more ridiculous. But now MJ Holdings has a target on their back. And here's the thing. Everyone's thinking, well, they can't do it without MJ Holdings. They can. Pokemon has multiple different distributors like MJ Holdings that sells to retail stores. I believe they have 4 or 5. Some focus more on toys, but some do focus on cards. The distributor who stocks the one in Walgreens is different than the distributor who stocks Walmart's. So Pokemon actually has other options to select from. Now, for me, this really isn't a big concern for me because I'm selfish and I'm a store. The more they up, pardon the language, the better it is for us LGSs because now people will stop going to Walmart and come to us LGSs and support us more, right? Where we typically have the lower price anyways. So, woo, for me. Main reason I just haven't talked about it is because I didn't really have anything new to bring to the table on info. And I hate doing videos where I'm not bringing more information to you guys that actually benefit you. But then I recently just watched a video on the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and they were literally discussing this exact thing. So, is this going to happen in Pokemon? It could. There's all this uproar with Pokemon right now, and for a business to be able to take a target off their back and throw it on someone else that they can easily deal with, they will usually take that opportunity. Now, Japanese companies, even though technically it's Nintendo of USA, so they may be quick to still do that. Japanese companies are a lot more conservative on those approaches. They don't tend to make big moves like that suddenly. We're here in the US, we see it all the time. So is the US Pokemon company gonna take that chance, or are they gonna be more like the Japanese company and kind of wait and just keep their heads down until everything blows over? So we shall see. Comment down below what you think about MJ Holdings. 1, selling above MSRP, and 2, being accused at times of selling fake products and their fake Pokemon cards in their products. Now, the other thing I really want to talk about, because it's like holding a gun to my head and being like, "Are you good with this?" No, I'm not. So, I've been hearing everyone talking about, oh, Pokemon should just create their own distribution network for their cards. Now, I can see how this is like, whoa, yeah, that'd be excellent if Pokemon started distributing their own stuff. But as a company, it doesn't make much sense. Yes, you could say they're a $9 billion company. They can easily set that up. But it's not just about the amount of money it takes to build it. You don't have the connections. They also, all their stores are already connected with current distributors. So you pull all that away, they don't know who the stores are. They don't have a relationship with these stores. So one, it's not going to go over well for Pokemon unless they're only supplying big box retail stores. So I could see Pokemon getting rid of MJ Holdings and stuff like that if this stuff goes bad and continues. But holding on to LGSs, because they rely on LGSs to hold tournaments and competitions. So if they screw them by going, hey, we're getting rid of distribution, you're starting from zero, we have no history, the amount of product you should have, so we're going to start you back with Timmy in his attic, right? Me. Hopefully not too much longer, we will actually have a physical location for play. That's something I'm working on currently. We're looking at actually building a new gym that's much larger, and actually building a card shop inside that gym now, just because we'll have the extra space. So won't be in the attic much longer. So, but everyone's saying Pokemon should just build their own distribution. I don't think this would go over too well with the LGSs. And you could say, well, I mean, they don't have much choice. Well, yeah, but they also have the choice not to support them when they stab them in the back and go, hey, we need you to continue on these tournaments and gameplay. They're going to be like, but we don't have any of your product. I'm just going to spend all that money more on Yu-Gi-Oh! And other things where we can keep playing and actually have product. So that's one of the big hiccups in that plan. So they could do it just with big box stores, but LGSs, they still really need to rely on the distributors who's been doing that for a while. Now, maybe they can come in and kind of say, hey guys, we need you to fix this up a bit. I'm all for that, right? I'd be fine with that. But coming in and saying we just need to get rid of all those distributors, that would hurt a lot of small businesses. I mean, you would see them go out of business. And I'm not just talking about me in the attic. I'm talking about stores who've been around for 20, 30 years. Imagine spending 20 years building up your reputation as a Pokemon store and your numbers so you can get product, and then Pokemon just comes in and wipes it all out. You would be mad, and you probably aren't going to support them anymore. So I don't see them doing that, and I hope they don't, because, well, that would kill my business. It would kill a lot of other people's businesses. That doesn't mean there aren't repairs that need to be done, but it's something I don't see happening and something I hope they don't do. And as a business, it won't make much sense towards them. Yes, they might have the money, but that's not what they specialize in, and they'd much rather put that money towards other things. So any business can have any amount of money, but you expand too much, that's how you are destined to crumble, right? So as Pokemon is right now, if distribution crumbles, right, their trucks go down, their telecommunication networks go down, they can just hire out someone else. But when they own it, now they got to get that stuff repaired, and that's a lot of money, a lot of maintenance, and a lot of hiring. So I don't see that happening. I hope it don't. But also let me know your thoughts about that. Do you think Pokemon should distribute their products to everyone, like all vendors like me themselves? Do you think there's going to be some issues with that? Do you think it should just be big box stores they do it to? I think so. LGSs historically are typically lower priced than the big box stores anyways. So majority of the time you're going to find it cheaper through them, so might as well make it easier through them. I know during these booms it may not, but look what's happening currently. It don't matter if it's Walmart or not. Apparently they have no product and it's being sold for more online. So, God, I gotta get out of this attic. Jesus. So comment down below what you think about this video. We are currently working on putting together Journey Together allocations. That's why this is a quicker video, less research, but let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe to enter into the giveaway, and I will see you guys next time.